I 34M think my wife 33F is cheating. Been together 14 years, married for 9. She lied to me about where she was going and who she was with one night. The next day told me the truth because she ran into our friends. She's lied about who she was talking on the phone with a few times. The reason I know she's lying is because I checked our mobile call/text logs. In a 25-day span, 50% of her conversations, calls and texts are with a man from work, 17 pictures sent. The man is also 50. Her excuse is that he's ugly and is almost old enough to be her dad. She's recently lost quite a bit of weight and has been feeling herself, and I'm sure other people compliment her often about it. Mind you, our sex life is non-existent. When confronted, she said she's trying to help him get promoted. She has little control over that. She said the pictures were memes. She's always deleted her texts unless it's somebody she texts often. No explanation as to why their text thread is deleted, even though he is obviously somebody she texts often. After the conversation, she said I was being crazy, had nothing to worry about, and owe her an apology for snooping. On top of that, she has relentlessly been pressing her case, even after I said everything's okay, telling me I could have just brought it up to her instead of looking at the logs for 25 days, and that she would have been honest with me, and repeating I have nothing to worry about, even though I told her I believed her. Although I'm not sure that I do. Am I crazy or am I being played for a fool? Top comments. My wife told me how much she loved me and that she would never cheat on me while looking directly into my eyes, all while she was actually cheating on my. If she is deleting, she is hiding it. Second comment, same. My ex-wife would tell me she would never cheat on me. After some time, I found out she would send messages to this guy every time I left our room. And I found out when I left my phone recording to this day. Brother. I'm still shocked at how easy they can switch back and forth to trick you into believing them. It's insane. Third comment. Unfortunately, you have plenty to be concerned with. Plenty of red flags. Her lying is a significant boundary. I'm not going to be one of the nut job Reddit outliers who comment on a post similar to yours with a standard, off the cuff, kick her to the curb. You can and should not accept what she is telling you. Gaslighting. All of the messages that were exchanged and trying to rationalize what she is doing. It's a bunch of BS. You need to stand your ground and not let her do this. Stay on it until you have her show you the actual texts they exchanged. The responsibility is with her. Be good man and not a nice guy. Fourth comment. She is lying. There is no reason she would delete messages unless they cross the lines. She knows it hats, why she deleted them if it's an iPhone. You can restore them and get the messages back, but you have to do it in a certain amount of time. Fifth comment. Your wife is a liar, no doubt about that. Think you confronted too early. You don't have solid proof. Now she knows you're suspicious of her activities and will now act accordingly. She may cool it off temporarily, could love bomb you. If you're into that, keep what she's doing now, which is Darvo, obviously. Once she verifies you have no proof, she'll go back to whatever the heck she was doing. I had a previous comment that was deleted for recommending something against the rules, so I can't do that here. Do you have Apple iPhones? It has this auto-sync thing where the iPhone auto-syncs with an iPad of the same account. What you delete on the phone still stays on the iPad. You're going to need her account, though. Hope this isn't against Reddit rules. Update. Firstly, thank you all for the affirmation. My wife has continued to be disappointed in me for invading her privacy. She found out I shared my concerns with a close friend prior to confronting her. Now I'm considered a liar too for telling her I didn't discuss it with anyone. Although I did lie, I had no other options for a second opinion. She tricked him into admitting our discussion about the events taking place by saying I admitted to her that they occurred. I never did. She manipulated him into telling her and was adamant about me not saying anything to him about it, stating that she was nonchalant in her approach. He has been neutral when she speaks to him, but has also stated he agrees with my actions. She's now gaslighting him into thinking what he thinks is wrong. 3 days after the confrontation, she demands I'm removed from being an authorized user on my phone account in order to no longer spy on her because she doesn't trust me, with good reason. I checked the logs for 2 days after the confrontation, and she texted the dude about 30 more times and had several phone conversations, one of them being an hour long at 11 p.m., all while I'm at work. She is now on her own phone plan to ensure I can't see what she's doing. I'm being love-bombed like crazy now, but also being sarcastically accused of being nuts for my actions. How sweet she's trying to be is beyond me. I'm keeping strong though, knowing that it's all a facade to keep her seemingly perfect image afloat. Today, I spoke with a lawyer. Our income is about even, and our house is required to be split evenly. $2,500 for an amicable divorce. Alimony is probably a non-issue. Savings is required to be split as well. I'll be bringing it up this week. I'm in a no-fault state, so infidelity is irrelevant. Top comments he wants her own plan to cover her ass. The love bombing is her way of keeping you happy to deter you from surveying her activities. You're smart, trust your gut. A remorseful, innocent wife would not react how she did. Update me. I'm afraid the inevitable lurks. P.S. When the truth surfaces, be ready for, it didn't mean anything, I love you, it was a mistake. You can access phone any time. Unfortunately, I was you 5 years ago. Good luck, mate. Second comment. Suspicion reared its ugly head and turned into mistrust. With no trust, there is no love. No love, then no relationship. No relationship, then no marriage. Tell her if she wants reconciliation, then she must come absolutely clean about everything to re-establish trust. She has to detail all her communications and interactions with her boss, and you must be able to verify the info. She must show remorse. She is love-bombing you to distract your attention from the issues on hand. Your gut feel will direct you. A fire is burning your relationship down, and you know how to get to its source and deal with it. Realize that you are the best person to sort it out. Stay strong. You have got this. Third comment. There's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Privacy means consensually staying out of someone's conversations. That means that if your wife is talking to a friend that confides in her, she tells you about it and asks you to respect that she can't tell you what it is about because it is not her right to decide to tell you about the struggles of said friend. But all the time, you know who she is talking to and have a general idea of the why. It is consensual and respectful. No lies. Secrecy is non-consensual. It means hiding something from your partner because you don't want them to know who you are talking to or why. They hide it intentionally because they are aware that they could never act like that in front of you without of you thinking that this is shady, crossing boundaries, or cheating. But what they do is more important to them than you or to respect you, so they even go all the way to lie to you just to hide what is going on. These actions are non-consensual with your partner and show a lack of respect. Yes, it can happen that the lines between privacy and secrecy get blurred here and there, but when they start to actively hide what they do and or lie to you because of what they do, then it is crystal clear that this is no longer a privacy thing. They are going behind your back. Your wife made decisions that this other guy is more important to her than to be honest with you. Whether that is because she is cheating on you or because of anything else doesn't matter. Her decision matters, and the way she justifies it says a lot about her character. Paying $2,500 to get away from someone that doesn't care about you and doesn't respect you sounds like a price I would pay any time. Fourth comment. Bro, just throw your foot down. As you said, it is a no-fault state. Just tell her you're done with all her nonsense. Talk to a lawyer and see if you can just leave or ask her to leave. You said it all has to be split anyway. All of this is just plain manipulation, and you're not going to get the best of her by playing it cool. She's going to continue to manipulate you, and you're just going to get more angry. Be done with her as best as you can. Fifth comment, I has seen betrayed husbands tell their wives to open their phones, and if they delete text, pics, they haven't seen it, will go straight to divorce. Lack of transparency is a deal breaker for me. You deserve privacy in the bathroom, but secrecy has no place in a marriage, especially if you have nothing to hide.